Hey beauties, good evening to you. All right. And this is for the politicians. I mean, I felt really bad when I saw the travel advisory, where, the US government is warning their citizens about the healthcare system here that it is subpar. So they need to take out, what was it again? Some sort of it's not an indemnity. It's something that's seeming like insurance related. I don't remember what it was. I know I had seen it, to cover themselves basically. I know it was something basically to cover themselves should anything happen to them physically or health wise. Well, which is the same while they're vacationing in Jamaica or whatever reason that they're in Jamaica for. You know what bothers me, and I don't think Jamaicans are understanding. I don't like it, yes, but let me tell you something, Jamaican people, we cause it on ourselves. Remember was it last year? Sometime last year when they had mentioned that there is a few countries who will no longer require visa for whatever, there are clauses to that. And I knew without a shadow of a doubt that we would never be on that list because a few times last year they were issuing travel advisory. Be careful because of the crime and the violence that is in Jamaica. Be careful of this, be careful of that, you know? And thank God for our, tourism minister. He has been a very good minister for many, many years. Maybe that's why he ages well. Minister Edmund Bartlett, See, I know of people who know him personally. I remember years ago I met him once as a young girl, very, very young. Little picnic or young, and he was really pleasant. Very, very, like he stays the same. And he has been able to hold that industry very well. In opposition, out of opposition, and so forth. He has done a very good job. He has done a very good job. And you never really hear his name call up in Cascas, Mix Up and Blender and so forth. So I'm thinking to myself, had we not had somebody like him and so forth, I mean, what would really have happened? What would have really happened? What would really happen in terms of the visitors come? I know some of them will ignore the travel advisory, but I'm just saying it still puts a dent in our credibility, it puts a dent in our integrity. Yes, it will have some come, but after a while it will affect us to talk about our healthcare system being subpar. I don't remember if it was, I remember last year sometime, was it in Portland or St. Thomas or Olaba? One of those parishes, I don't remember exactly where it was. When they showed this healthcare center, I could hardly believe it. Oh my God, the thing looked like an old junk. The place looked terrible. No one would have ever guessed that that's an health center, and that is just one example of the many. No, the hospitals I hear are filled to capacity right now, probably overflowing. I never dreamed as an adult that I would hear of people being on mattresses on the ground. I remember some videos sometime I get showing a hospital somewhere in St. Catherine with rats running all over. Rats, and I never forgot seeing it on the news. I was shocked, discombobulated, very much flabbergasted. And they're watching us. I know in fairly recent times, the diaspora in the UK and the United States, they held a march because of the atrocities that are happening, the crime, the violence, just all the negatives that are happening in Jamaica. And obviously the foreign news and media would be getting wind of the march and the protests and so on, because they too are disgusted because they have families here. Some come back here, some after a certain age they return. They're like returning residents. They build their places and then they come back. And when they see the condition of Jamaica that some of them have left for many years and come back and say, I can't believe the place. There's really no improvement. I noticed I saw what you call them, the people would put the pro patch on the road. And I said, I just don't, why pitchy patchy the thing, and then it's going to be damaged in short order. And you're going to have to, and you wait till it, some sort of election, some sort of major thing come, then you pitchy patchy it again. Doesn't make any sense. This constant penny wise and pound foolish. I saw something, somebody showed me something where Minister Tufton said, I don't know if he said he's the one that, what you say though, his manufacture is not the word. He created some sort of cure. Is it cure? Or something, some medication that you drink it at night. I don't remember though. It's something for men. It's for, I guess, maybe for your prostate. Maybe the prevention of getting prostate cancer, or if you should have the prostate cancer, it probably heals it after a certain time. I don't remember what it is. Something I saw, I mean, if you're the whatever of it, I mean, and it really works, boy, you've now gotten, hear me, I'm not calling you boy, I'm saying, they say boy, oh boy, Minister Tufton, that would be stars in your crown. I can tell you that if what you have promulgated is actually so, let me tell you, that would be stars in your crown, because you have gotten some beating from the people, and you must understand why. The healthcare system is poor. As Jamaicans, we don't like to hear truth. I remember when Etana had spoken and saying that's why she has to go abroad, because the healthcare system is poor and other things. And they cussed her out dog rotten. Cussed her out, vex many people. And look at what they are saying now. Many of you should apologize to the young lady. Many should apologize. She's probably looking on and just shaking her head. I said, look at that, and look how them did cuss me. Look how them cuss me. Was I wrong? She was not wrong. That was a few years ago. Proper. I think before COVID, I think she had said it. Right? Why you think somebody who's entertainers go abroad? Yes, they earn better money. Yes, when they have their gigs and their shows. But also the healthcare system is better. It is better. I know of people who they had their citizenship and they were here in Jamaica, but as they got older, because the healthcare is better, they end up had to go just migrate, because they had they not do that, but if they remained and are alive, it has to be the hand of God. I mean, right through and through is the hand of God. I felt so low because I said, boy, our country is blacklisted. It's like, thank God for the Bob Marley. Thank God for Usain Bolt. Had it not been for those two major people, I'm not saying there's no one else, there are others, but those two major people, the Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce and so on, the athletes, they have made their names. The musicians who are top musicians. Predominantly Bob Marley. I mean, you have Shaggy, Sean Paul, and all of that, but that Bob Marley still heads the list, and you have some others. Had it not been for, I mean, it's like you wonder how would they really look at us as Jamaicans. And we see, it's like we don't see it. No care how you see we're going down a decadent path, we're not seeing it. No, man. I'm telling you, if you put Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, they would see it much clearer than we. Than us. They see it much clearer than us. Than we would. I really was not pleased. I felt bad, and I know that it would have been spawned also from the protests, the marches, from the diaspora, in Europe there and in North America and wherever else they were, because they're tired of the atrocities, they're tired of the crime, the violence, the poor salaries, the poor healthcare system, the education system. Lord, that's another thing. Dunce bat is the order of the day. Dunce bat. I hate using that term, but it is a reality. It is a reality. Dunce. Comprehension skills, little to none. Critical thinking skills, little to none. Emotional intelligence across all ages, very low. Intelligence quotients, very low. God. Oh boy. The beaches. Are you aware in places like Barbados and many other countries, they cannot stop the locals from walking on any one of these beaches? They can't. And only this country can do that. If it's on a particular property. No, sir. May God help us. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.